Hello, my dear learners. I hope you are quite alright at home. Let me talk about myself. I am Pratap Chandra Sharma. I have been working as a lecturer of English at Shimulbari Bangabandhu Degree College. Today, I am going to talk about how to write a flowchart successfully. Dear learners, you know, in our English for today or English first part, we have a question. The question number 2. We have a particular item about writing flowchart. So let me read out the instruction first. Read the above text and make a flowchart showing the causes of diaspora. Dear students, this is the text is taken from Unit 11 Diaspora Lesson 1. So let's talk about how to write a flowchart. Dear students, you know, flowchart is basically short notes. In order to write a flowchart successfully, we are to write short notes. So what is short notes? Short notes, basically we write flowchart in phrases. So we have to write phrase in the boxes. So the question comes naturally, what is a phrase? So phrase is basically a group of words where we do not have subject-verb combination. So we cannot write subject, verb and object or extension. So in the boxes we cannot write a complete sentence. Rather we have to write phrases. Phrases basically denotes partial meaning, not the complete meaning. So in order to write a flowchart successfully, we can write it in many ways, or I can say there are many ways to write a flowchart. I will talk about 4 standard ways of writing a flowchart. One is you can write like verb plus ing, or you can write to plus verb 1, or you may write noun phrase, or you may start with omitting the subject. Just you can omit the subject. So let's deal with the answer. How to answer it? How to answer a flowchart? We will have to, in order to answer a flowchart, we will have to give a headline. Headline should be like a flowchart showing the causes of diaspora is presented or given below. So students, as our passage is on diaspora, I have written six boxes here based on the passage diaspora. So the first one is done for you. So students, we have to follow the first one, because first one is given there as a clue. So we can follow, or we should follow the first one. How the first one is written in the question paper. The first one is written like this: forced to do so. There are many causes of diaspora, and the one is done for you, and the given one is forced to do so. So we have here verb, the past form of the verb. The given one started like past form of the verb. So it is better to follow the first one. That's why I followed. I have written the rest of the boxes according to the first one. I have written wanted to live on their own. I have written caused by the plight of people. I have written caused by war. I have written occurred by the ravages of nature, and the last one I have written originated from globalization. So, my dear viewers, I would like to tell you few more words in order to write a flowchart successfully. That is, as we are to write phrases, we cannot give full stop after each phrases or after each boxes, because we do not use full stop after a phrase. Rather, we use full stop after a complete sentence. So it is better to avoid using full stop. The second one is, students often ask how to start. Will you start with the capital letter or small letter? I would suggest you, my dear students, you should follow the first one. If the first one is written with the capital letter, you should follow, or you should write all of the boxes according to the first one. So we have the given one is starting with F, capital F. So I followed all of these with capital letter. So another thing you have to keep in mind, my dear students, that is, in the question paper, the flowchart is actually given in vertical lines. Boxes are in vertically written, but dear students, boxes are written horizontally. But in the exam script, I would suggest you better write vertically. You better write the boxes vertically. It means one after another. If you write in this way, it looks better. So, dear students, this is all about flowchart. I hope if you follow these rules or techniques, you will be able to write a good flowchart. Thank you all. See you in the next class.